it's Colette Mason here, and I'm here with another one of my bite-sized training sessions for budding authors. And this is part of the series of 8 questions to ask yourself as a speaker before you publish your first book. This is point number 6, and I'm going to ask you here, how do your readers need to use your book? And I'm just thinking specifically here about printed books, because there's a lot of significance to the size and type of book that you choose. Let me explain. Where are people going to be learning your material, right? Imagine you're at home and you're learning something that's quite interactive. There's some processes to follow, some things to fill out in the book, right? More like a workbook, like a kid's workbook where they're going to learn about history or physics or something. That style of book is best large, A4 size, so that when it's open, it stays flat. You've got plenty of room to write and you're not fighting with the spine of the book. It stays flat, it's great. Equally with cookery books, there's nothing worse than making something. You've just got your hands covered in gunge in a bowl and you see the book slowly closing up and you don't want that happening with the book. So if you've got a big flat hardback cookery book, it tends to stay in position, right? So think a bit about how people are going to be using your book. Equally, if I was on a train and I'm reading a book to keep myself entertained, I would not want a massive coffee table book that I'm reading like this and it's falling into other people's newspapers and things. I don't want that. I want a small book to read on the train so I'm not elbowing other people out of the way. If I was writing a book that people might use on holiday, perhaps a travel guide or a phrase book, I'd want a small book that I could fit in a pocket. So I can just get it out when I need it, put it away. If it starts to rain, it doesn't matter, it's in my pocket. I can carry on enjoying my holiday, enjoying the experience on the move. So you might want to think about that with your book. Are people going to use it outside? Or perhaps it's a book about, dating tips for shy guys. You might want to keep the book in your pocket, but you certainly wouldn't want people seeing the front cover and then being able to read all the text on it. You just want to discreetly refer to the book and put it away. That's another reason you might want to choose a smaller book. So this is again coming back to how do people want to use the information? What's the best way? How and where will they be learning? How are they interacting with the book? Are they looking at it for ages, or like a phrase book, getting it out for a second and put it away? Bear that in mind when you're coming up with a format. Don't just take the format that the publisher gives you. Oh, we always do this standard US trade size book or whatever it is they're telling you. Think about the end user and create the perfect book for them, because they'll love you more for it when you do it that way. And you might want to think about supporting formats as well. So like I've mentioned, you might want to put a DVD in with something, or a disc with data with perhaps downloadable document templates or something like that, or spreadsheets if it's something to do with maths or physics or mathematical modelling, whatever. Can you give some supporting formats in with the book to help people understand, and think about that when you're planning it out. So thanks very much for joining me on this video. If you're interested in writing your own book and you've got stuck, or you're not sure what to do and you'd like to bounce some ideas off somebody else, then please do get in touch with me by clicking on the link to the questionnaire, and you can have an opportunity to tell me a little bit more about you and your book and how you plan to help people, and I can give you some advice on how to take your book writing to the next level. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on another video.